I have a good coffee in the morning. G'day guys, I hope you're well. This time around I've decided to go on a tonal exploration. Now what I mean by that is I'm going to present to you a couple of little cases, just open up a couple of cans of worms for you. If you're looking for a little bit more of a beefier tone for your Strat or Tele or Les Paul, here's a couple of ideas that might work for you. The first section of this video, I wanted to go through strings. Now strings can play an important part in your choice of tone. There's many different types, so like nickel wound, half wound and flat wound, and the lesser wound you go for, or the smoother set of strings you go for, the warmer the tone and the resonance of your strings are going to be, and the overall guitar tone. So I'm going to go through that as well as gauges. This is the Strat that's going up for the that's volunteered. There's a couple of things that I want to explore with it. First off was removal of the 10 gauge strings, but I believe they're the Fender Super 250s. Reliable strings, but no one really goes for them these days. Go through that, and then we'll put on 11s to 49s by Diodario. They're nickel wound strings. It might just present a little bit more resonance. If that's the case, then you guys can go off and choose whatever gauge you prefer. So we'll go through that now. Okay, now this has the 11s to 49s on it. It should be a little bit more thicker sounding. Let's see how it sounds. So now the other thing I wanted to talk about to you was your tone controls. Now on this particular Strat, in this case the tone control is wired up in, well, a vintage style circuit. So with the circuit, it has this second tone control wired to the middle pickup. So it's going signal to the middle pickup, to the switch, then to the tone pot, and then to volume, and then output. You go to the bridge pickup, Signal goes bridge pickup, switch, no tones, just straight to the volume and output. So it's a lot more brighter. It's a lot more, you get a lot more output from the pickup. There are benefits of having no tone control there. You get more brightness, you get more output, and you get more, you just sort of have to rely on the volume control. Now, it's also a bit of a bummer because then when you're playing live, it removes the allowance to need a bit of a boost when you go for a solo. Now, there are other options out there for a boost. So you can go out and buy yourself a boost pedal, or you can utilize your amp, 2 different channels, however way you want to do it. But most effectively, have your tone circuit there, have it ready, and you just have it knock back a few notches so the tone isn't too dull, but it's not too bright. And then you allow the brightness of the guitar. When you turn up the tone all the way up, it puts you out and puts your presence out so that they hear you rocking that awesome solo. So let's explore that a little bit. So we've just heard the guitar with just a fresh set of strings, and the bridge pickup has no tone pot in the circuit. Now we will add the tone pot, and you'll see little snippets now, and you'll see a little surprise that showed up, and yeah, you'll be very surprised. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Okay, now this tone pot should be now rewired to the switch of the bridge pickup. Let's see how it sounds. Let's turn it up to 12. Big difference between the no tone pot and the tone pot in the circuit. You did hear the overall output drop in the pickup, but at the end of the day you have a little bit more ease, and it's also ease for your sound engineer as well. Another point, you can rely on your sound engineer to boost you when you go for a solo, but in the end he'll just end up adding more gain structure, and then when he goes to boost you, he overloads the mixing console and the mic starts feeding back, and then your gig becomes an absolute shamble. It's a little bit easier to control now, especially if you go into more higher gain circumstances, like when you play through a head and cab situation. All you need to rely on is just having a noise suppressor on the floor, and happy days. So hopefully this video opened up a whole lot of can of worms for you. I'm a big believer in exploring what you like and what you hear. By all means necessary. You know, that's what these guitars were all about, and this is why they keep selling any model, from a Mexican Strat base model, standard, whatever you want to call them, to the Fender Elite Series Strats, because they're easily modifiable. There's so many options out there, from pickups to tone pots to tone circuits to capacitors, all that sort of stuff. It's all widely available, I should say, and by all means, don't hold back. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to chuck us a like and a subscribe, and yeah, thanks heaps.